Hello yet again, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good week. Today is Wednesday, so this is the day when we start thinking about the weekend and how opportune for us to talk about our latest subject, which is breaking free from routine. You know, a lot of people, as they get through life, they develop these routines. You know, eat, work, sleep, wake up, repeat. And for many people, that's pretty boring after a while. And you know, we get into these routines where not only are we just doing the motions of the day to day, but we have the same identical ritual. We wake up, we turn over, we look at our phones, we surf the internet on our phones, maybe we look at some emails before we even get out of bed. And we follow the same procedure. I know some of us always hope there's some magical text message that's come in overnight or email that's come in and indicating that we just won the $250 million lottery and that this is going to be the day that our lives change. Or maybe there's a loved one or some girl you like or guy that you like, and you're hoping that mysteriously he shows up in your inbox or Facebook account one day pleading his love for you. And yet that day never comes and years pass. So I want to talk to you today about changing your routine if you want to get different results in your life. Because it's very easy to get caught up in these routines and keep hoping that something new occurs in your life, and yet nothing new ever occurs, and you're just left disappointed as the years drag on, always thinking there's something out ahead of you in the future, even though you're not doing anything today to change that. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about achieving your goals by changing your routine. And I'm going to tell you this, you know, everybody's heard this, you know, this new definition of insanity. I don't even think it's a technical definition, but we've all heard it, and that is, what's the definition of insanity? Well, it's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result each time. The same applies to even just your normal routine in life. You know, if you have some goal to have some successful business or have some, you know, online business that's going to be generating revenue for you so you can go travel like everybody wants to do, or maybe you're looking for a relationship and you just can't seem to find the right person, you know, you have to start changing what you're doing. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting it's going to happen out of thin air. Now, granted, as a big law of attraction believer, I think a lot of things can happen out of thin air, but having said that, you always have to do your part. And so if you've developed this routine and you're not getting something you want, you have to start changing up your routine. And, you know, I always use the expression adapt or die, because adapt or die is all about changing what you're doing to achieve a result. And you know, it's interesting because I found in life, you'll often get your result even if it's not in the way you expected it to. So, you know, as an example, here, let me use the relationship thing as an example. You know, I could simply wake up every day, hope maybe one day when I walk out my door, I'm going to meet somebody. But on the other hand, if I put my best foot forward and I start putting up online dating profiles and, you know, letting it be known that I'm looking to meet a girlfriend or what have you, you'll find that in the strangest way you'll end up meeting somebody. But if you don't really ever put that foot forward, you'll never get that. You'll never get what you want. You'll never meet somebody. I have lots of examples from friends. I had a friend that, you know, exact same example, right? He'd always complain that he can never meet anybody. And I asked him, well, what are you doing to try? And, you know, usually he would say, oh, I'd go out to the bar with my friends on the weekends. And he kept doing this over and over. And, you know, months and months and months, I think over a year passed, and he'd always be disappointed. And he was getting really tired of never meeting somebody. You know, to which point I finally said, well, you know, you keep doing the same thing and you're not meeting somebody at a bar. You know, maybe you just don't have that personality where you're meeting somebody at a bar, or it's easy for you to meet somebody at a bar. Not that that's a great place anyway. So I said, well, you know, you got to change your habit. So gradually I worked with him, and, you know, he started putting up these online dating profiles and started using the technology that's out there. That seems to be the norm now for meeting people. And sure enough, no, I'm not kidding, within maybe 2 weeks, somebody walked into his office and they were with a friend of theirs, and they ended up chatting it up, and, you know, next thing you know, they're together. They've been together for a while now. So as you'll see in that example, my friend didn't meet somebody from an online dating profile, but he changed his routine and he still ended up meeting somebody, although that person ended up walking in his office. So I guess my point is you have to put out your intent, but you have to change your routine if you're not getting your results. Same goes for jobs. If you're trying to find a job, I have a friend of mine who, he's consistently going to networking events and throwing out resumes, hundreds of them, right? And he's not finding the job he wants, and he's not getting the results he wants. So, maybe at some point you have to decide throwing out resumes online just isn't the way to do it for the kind of work I or he wants. So he's changing that, and hopefully he finds something. But, this quick presentation or talk to you today is really about trying to get different results by changing the way you do things. Because you just can't keep, bicycling in the same path and expect to get to a different place. And it's as simple as that. You don't have to do anything extravagant. Sometimes you might have to, but you should also keep shifting. So if you try something new and it still doesn't work, give it a couple of weeks. And if you're still getting no results, keep switching it up, keep adding something, keep changing the way you're doing things, even just by a little bit each time. And in a shorter amount of time than you might think, you're going to start seeing results. Currently we're always working on our web store for Travel Tees, and it's been a slow road. We've gradually gotten readers, and gradually we've expanded the brand. We've done everything according to all the online gurus about how do you expand or how do you grow an online t-shirt company. And I've done everything to a T, and yet I haven't really seen the results that I'd like to have seen. However, having said that, what I need to do is take responsibility and start trying innovative and new ways on my own without just doing the same thing of, pushing Pinterest, sending tweets, this, that, and the other. This is how innovation is born, and this is how you get results for you, because at the end of the day, many people are doing the same thing you're doing to achieve the same result, and it's not always going to get you where you want to go. So that's my talk for today. If you want to achieve something new, you got to do something new, and you got to break out of your routine in life, no matter what that routine is. Even if it's not a bad routine, change which way you drive to work every day. Maybe stop waking up and looking at your phone as the first thing when you wake up in the morning. Maybe look out the window, do some stretching, and brush your teeth. Who knows? But start switching things up in your life, and you'll find other things in your life will also start to come together. New things will start to enter your life. It sounds a little bit hard to believe, but just watch the difference. Try it for 2 weeks. Just try it for 2 weeks and see what happens. So that's my talk for you today. You want something different, do something different. I hope this finds you well, and I will see you on the next talk.